It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Welcome to Ogtv News at 2. I am Opeyemi Adewumi. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, on YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And for the latest news and reports, check us on this platform X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. The National Industrial Court has berated suspended clerk of the Lagos Assembly, Barrister Olalekan Onofeko, for resorting to self-help. The court said it never ordered the reinstatement of Onofeko, as reported by a section of the media. The reports had said that Onofeko was ordered to resume leading to the claimant storming the house and taking over the office of the acting clerk, Taiwo Otun. At the resumed hearing of the matter, the court said it only asked the parties maintain peace and that none of the parties should do anything that will be detrimental to the peace of the state, pending the hearing of the motion on notice, before adjourning the matter till March 18, 2025 for hearing of all applications. Before it, the court expressed surprise that its declaration was misinterpreted by the claimant. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara was denied access to the official quarters of the State House of Assembly along Aba Road, Port Harcourt, where lawmakers loyal to his predecessor Yusuf Wike have been holding their sittings. Fubara, who arrived at the complex in the company of the top government officials, including the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Tami Danagogo, and his Chief of Staff, Edison Ehi, met a log gate, effectively preventing him from entering. Speaking to journalists at the scene, the governor accused Speaker Martin Amaewhule of deliberately avoiding him, stating that several calls placed to the lawmaker went unanswered. The governor insisted that his actions were in the interest of the people, stressing that he remained committed to fulfilling his constitutional duties. Moving on, the Nigerian police force has abolished regulations that previously mandated the dismissal of unmarried female officers who became pregnant while in service. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Aishatu Baju, who is the most senior female officer in the force, confirmed this development during an interview with newsmen. Baju explained that all discriminatory sections of the Police Act, including Section 127, which was used to justify the dismissal of pregnant unmarried officers, had been expunged in line with ongoing police reforms. And in Ogun State, the Ogun State government and the Nigerian Air Force have set plans in top gear to collaboratively ensure an Air Force base commences operation in this state in the shortest possible time. Governor Abeokuta stated this while receiving a delegation of Nigerian Air Force led by Air Vice Marshal Enebong Effiong in his office at Okemoson, Abeokuta. Governor's office correspondent Yusuf Geniu has the details.
The Gateway Abeokuta International Airport in Ilisha-Ikawemo, Ikenenuku government continues to gain momentum as Ogun State government received the Nigerian Air Force on its invitation to bring the Air Force on board at the airport. Abeokuta said ensuring this is a very critical step to strengthen, adding that
to the Chief of Air Staff, apprising him of the development in terms of Gateway International Airport and the need for us to collaborate to strengthen security presence in the airport. Knows really well that it is mandatory that men and women of the Nigerian Air Force and have presence in all airports in the country.
The governor also said a committee will be set up to make his government and the Air Force collaboratively work to ensure the preparedness and the readiness of this project.
So for us, nothing can be more exciting than to have a full complement of the Nigerian Armed Forces here in the state, and we're looking forward to that. To that extent, we have offered to provide one of our middle schools as the first, primary base to the Nigerian Air Force. And then, of course, we would like to provide a permanent base that is suitably identified by the officers themselves. But in the meantime, I can authoritatively say that with the support of the Chief of Air Staff, we will be having Air Force presence in the airport almost immediately. We will be building a suitable office for the Air Force in the airport, and we will be providing accommodation for the men that we will be providing the service that you require at the airport.
The Air Force team leader, Air Vice Marshal Abeokuta, thanked the governor for the initiative, saying that the airport will bring about improved economic and social benefit to the state.
Aside the state to also support the overall national aviation and safety considerations, since the airport will be used as alternative airfield during aircraft operations around the Lagos State axis. As you are aware, we are here on the instructions of the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Ogtv, and he has assured us, in fact, collaboration and partnership is one of his key drivers. And having received the call from you, he directed us to come and also to carry out an assessment of the requirement for the deployment of air defense team here at the airport, and also infuse their abilities in the overall security architecture of the state, particularly where the airport is located.
Air Vice Marshal FM also appreciated the state government for the encouragement to bring the Air Force on board to the gateway states. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
With the objective of creating a bridge between African artisans, creators and businesses in the global marketplace, an e-commerce platform known as Atlasa has launched its maiden operations in Abeokuta. Bolaji Sampson attended the press conference during the soft launch of the Atlasa online marketplace held at BM House, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. Our report.
With a spirit of craftsmanship and innovation, an e-commerce platform known as Atlasa has been launched, showcasing its maiden operations in Abeokuta. Atlasa, Nigeria's newest indigenous e-commerce platform, is more than just a marketplace. It is a celebration of the richness of African culture, supporting local economies and fostering sustainable growth for African businesses. The soft launch of Atlasa was attended by the chairman of Atlasa, Chief Dr. Olabode Mustafa, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Oluola Aikunola, representing the commissioner, Mr. Adebola Shofela, members of the Ogun State Market Men and Women Association, and other relevant stakeholders.
Atlasa embodies this same enduring spirit. Just as Abeokuta has been a refuge and a thriving center of commerce and culture, Atlasa stands as a digital stronghold, offering African entrepreneurs, artisans and businesses a global marketplace to showcase their creativity and heritage.
Where digital technology drives economic growth, Atlasa has had the potential to revolutionize the way African products reach the world, bridging the gap between local producers and international markets.
The press conference marked the beginning of an exciting journey where sellers, buyers, and supporters unite to redefine how the world perceives and experiences African products, paving the way for a future where African creativity thrives on a global scale. It was reiterated that Atlasa is here to stay, and not just a platform, but as a commitment to celebrating Africa, empowering its people, and sharing its beauty with the world. Bolaji Sampson, Ogtv News.
Nigeria and Jamaica are set to explore the possibility of a direct flight route as both countries strengthen the bilateral air service agreement. This was contained in a statement signed by the Special Advisor on Media and Communications to the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Tunde Moshood. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo welcomed the Jamaican ambassador to Nigeria, Lincoln Donna, and his consular, Andre Ebert, to his office in Abuja for this engagement. Donna emphasized the potential for mutually beneficial diplomatic engagements between Jamaica and Nigeria. And in a bid to foster integrity and professional excellence within the media industry, Benga Guki Fadimo, the chairman of the Association of Nigerian Broadcaster and Broadogun State Chapter, has promised to partner with relevant stakeholders and train members to upgrade the profession. The executive and members of the association were on a courtesy call to the management of Ogun State Television to familiarize themselves and explore further partnership opportunities.
To pay a courtesy visit on the management of the station, to familiarize with the station, and of course to collaborate with Ogtv, and of course introduce our association, AMBROAD, Association of Nigerian Broadcasters, to the management and of course the corporation in whole. AMBROAD, going by our name, is broad. And how do I mean that it's broad? We are more than being a freelance broadcaster or an independent presenter. We have managers of industries, as in managers of radio stations, TV stations, proprietors of TV and radio stations, which the AMBROAD Constitution does not allow. You can only be a broadcast journalist or an independent broadcaster to be a member of that. But now, we can't be losing our membership because of being progressive in life. That's why we have this on board, AMBROAD. It's all encompassing.
Women across Ogun State have been called to action to accelerate gender equality regardless of their background. This was the focus of the 2025 International Women's Day celebration organized by the Nigerian Labour Congress Women Committee Ogun State Council. The event themed Accelerating Action Towards Gender Equality was held at the NLC Secretariat Hall, Leme, Abeokuta. Tonyo Gudukwe reports.
Part of effort to make gender equality a reality rather than just an aspiration, the NLC Women Committee Ogun State Council marked the 2025 International Women's Day by emphasizing the urgency of accelerating action towards achieving gender parity. In her welcome address, the chairman of the NLC Women Committee Ogun State, Comrade Olaya Omolawa, appreciated the union for providing an equal platform for women to lead.
Whenever they want to take a position, you see women in the front when they are fighting for something, that we want to get something. You see them in the front, they will use them to lead the crowd. But when that thing got to what they want, they will be telling you that no, they are women, they cannot do it. They should give us the chance. We can do it. Yes, the only thing we need from them is for them to give us chance and see what we will do.
The chairman of the NLC, Ogun State, Comrade Ahmed Benko Ademola, reiterated that the fight for gender equality is a fight for justice. He urged the leaders to remain at the forefront of the struggle.
The issue of inequality is becoming too rampant in the political circle, in the civil service, and even in the labor palace. We must ensure that we push more votes to women so as to engage them in various positions of labor activities.
In their goodwill messages, the stakeholders emphasized that achieving gender equality requires women to support one another rather than foster division.
The scripture made us to know that women must be submissive and men must love their wives. But both of us have lost it. Being positive in life as a woman, that you can get to whichever level you desire to get to. Don't let anyone pull you down. And wherever you find yourself, put in your very best.
Comrade Ademola further stressed that organizations can reach their full potential only by standing in solidarity to dismantle structures that perpetuate inequality.
As Egbaland continues to champion the preservation and elevation of African culture on the global stage through the annual Egbaliganza, sons and daughters of the land are being called upon to return home and be part of this cultural movement. The creative director of Egbaliganza and founder of the Lai Labode Foundation, Chief Lai Labode, expressed his vision of building a $1 billion industry through the celebration. He made this known while unveiling plans for an even bigger and more elaborate 2025 edition of Egbaliganza tagged Walkway of Kings at a press conference held in Lagos. Machi Shomi completes the report.
Renowned for its rich cultural heritage and illustrious sons and daughters, Egbaland has long been at the forefront of promoting African fashion and style, elegance, as well as traditions. The Egbaliganza movement seeks to preserve this historical and cultural legacy while fostering a renewed consciousness that proudly showcases a balanced heritage to the world. Speaking at the event, Chief Lai Labode emphasized the urgency of preserving a balance through history and presenting it globally. He described all sons and daughters of Egbaland as the platinum blood of Africa.
You know, when people see something that is legal, they want to take it away from the Egba people. No, we are the most fashionable. Egba Njaye, Egba comes first. We know how to jaye, we know how to live well, we know how to welcome people. And the attire that we're creating, they are very, very deliberately regal. 1.2% of the global market are kicking off in Abeokuta, kicking off in Egbaland. It is how do we put Africa properly on the map.
The chairman of Egbaliganza celebration, Chief Yemi Lawal, alongside other members of the organizing committee, highlighted the festival's potential to inspire a renewed interest in cultural heritage.
Egbaliganza is more than just an event. It is a movement, a commitment to ensuring that our traditions do not fade away in the face of modernity.
It's going to be on the Lishabi Day, on the 5th of April 2025. One of the programs we plan to do is to train people on the art of attire making.
The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism in Ogun State, Sheson Fagbayi, represented by Princess Adebisi Adegbite, reiterated the government's commitment to supporting cultural initiatives that uphold the legacy of Egbaland. Representatives of the Egba Traditional Institution also praised the initiative, affirming its role in showcasing the richness of Egbaland's culture and people.
Egbaliganza is going to transform the whole of Egbaland.
We are the children that inherited a lot of things. That you people can now come together to want to elongate this, perpetuate this, is quite commendable.
Corporate partners pledged their full support to ensure a successful and impactful celebration, promising an unforgettable experience for all participants. Matthew Shomi, Ogtv News.
Away from that, Nigerian stands at a critical junction in its healthcare journey as diabetes intensify over the privatization of healthcare services, while proponents argue that it will bring efficiency and improve service delivery. Critics warn of accessibility concerns for vulnerable population. In this report, Inyoluwa Dini explores the differing perspective on healthcare privatization and its potential impact on Nigerian healthcare landscape. Our report.
Nigeria's healthcare system is undergoing a significant transformation with an increasing shift towards privatization. The private healthcare market now plays a major role in delivering medical services at all levels. Critics argue that Nigeria lacks the necessary infrastructure and regulatory framework to sustain a privatized healthcare system, citing systemic inefficiencies and socio-economic disparities.
It's unfortunate. This is not being run the way it's being run here, because you know consumables is on the high side, medications is on the high side, and people are not ready to pay. As soon as they are getting relief on whoever that they brought, that will be the time they will start asking for you as the proprietor of a hair facility. They will be requested to meet with you. Don't have money. Should they go and bring their television? Should they go and bring their their radio? Is it the radio or television that they will use to pay your staff?
Conversely, proponents suggest that properly regulated private sector involvement could inject much needed efficiency and innovation into Nigeria's struggling healthcare system, pointing to successful models in comparable developing economies.
So if there is privatization, I believe there will be room for competition. So when there is individual that collaborate with government for privatization, there is evidence that the service that will be delivered will be more advanced. It is obtainable in the Western world. It is not limited to Nigeria. So when that happens, people will have choice to decide, are they going to use the government or are they going to use the privatized one?
Government representatives assert that a balanced approach is achievable, emphasizing that the public health sector is striving to improve healthcare services for all citizens.
Our state hospitals, our general hospitals, they are well equipped in terms of personnel, in terms of equipment, in terms of infrastructure to meet the health challenges of the people. Healthcare insurance, in which, of course, we have covered a lot of people, even including we are on the civil servants now, where people can come.
The challenge facing Nigeria's healthcare system lies in striking the delicate balance between market efficiency and social responsibility. How this debate unfolds could fundamentally reshape healthcare delivery for generations of Nigerians to come. Oluwa Adeniyi, Ogtv News.
Goods, shops and properties worth multiple millions of naira have been destroyed in a fire incident that razed part of the popular Aleshiloye market in Ibadan, the Oyo state capital. The fire, which broke out at midnight, left behind trails of loss, wailing and anguish. Many traders lost multiple shops in the inferno, with one woman reportedly losing 15 shops. The general manager of the Oyo State Fire Service, Mr. Yemi Akinyinka, confirmed the incident in a statement. Akinyinka stated that firefighters were still working at the markets to contain the situation. Pakistani security forces have freed 155 passengers from a hijacked train as the operations to rescue the remaining hostages continues in southwestern province of Balochistan. Officials said the train, which was carrying around 450 passengers, including army personnel and other families, were targeted by more than 100 gunmen from the separatist Baloch Liberation Army on Tuesday afternoon. Pakistani elite commandos backed by air power have launched a massive operation after the train was hijacked in the remote Sibi district. Local media reported that at least 10 people, including the train driver, were killed in the gun battle. The total number of casualties among soldiers, passengers and militants remains unclear after several hours of clashes. China will host Russia and Iran for trilateral talks on Tehran nuclear program on Friday, Beijing Foreign Ministry said. The three parties will exchange views on the Iranian nuclear issue and other issues of mutual interest, a Foreign Ministry spokesperson said. The meetings will be attended by China's Vice Foreign Minister Ma Zhao, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Ryabov Sergey, and Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazim Gabribadi. During U.S. President Donald Trump's first term, which ended in 2021, Washington withdrew from the landmark deal that had imposed curbs on Iran's nuclear program in return for sanction reliefs. We now wrap up the news. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Not to forget that you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, and YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And for the latest news and reports, you can check us on this platform X at Ogun TV and Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And that brings us to the end of the news. Many thanks for watching. Goodbye.